Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I want to talk to you about a couple of things in this video, primarily the latest updates from the resistance in Lebanon and in Gaza and in Yemen. So in recent weeks, Hezbollah increased their sophistication in terms of attacks. They targeted very high-level command units in Israel with UAV attacks, documenting everything and hitting everyone, making Israelis fall casualties with severe injuries in many cases. Yesterday, we had one of the heaviest, if not the heaviest, Israeli attack in Lebanon in the past 6 months. The level of attack, the sound of the attack, the after effects, all of them were very different to previous attacks, as reported by many people who witnessed them and who were documenting these attacks. Apparently, Israel targeted bunkers and tunnels that are related to Hezbollah. Obviously, we had no confirmation about this from Hezbollah directly. However, this is what the sound, the level of the attacks, people concluded based on that they were targeting Hezbollah tunnels. It wouldn't be the first time that they did, but during this genocide, this is one of the heaviest attacks Israel conducted in Lebanon. Obviously, Hezbollah are still attacking Israeli territories and bases very heavily in the last few weeks. It intensified, particularly in the last 5 days, and things are not looking like they're de-escalating between the two sides. Now, with the withdrawal of the latest Nahal brigade in Gaza, you have more and more suspicions that Israel is preparing for something big with Lebanon, particularly with the slight de-escalation in Gaza. Now, Israel is planning to introduce 2 reservist units and brigades to Gaza again, and we have talks about the Rafah invasion being imminent and everyone's ready, waiting for a political approval. That raises suspicion that Israel is planning for something far bigger in Lebanon, and these latest attacks could be hinting that we're getting there. The attack that we spoke about yesterday, it included dozens of attacks all at once on Hezbollah bases in Lebanon, or at least what Israel claims to be Hezbollah bases in Lebanon, and it didn't stop there. We also had simultaneously a coordinated attack in Gaza. Dozens of attacks, airstrikes from Israel. However, we're not seeing any results. Similarly to the past 6 months, saying we hit the Hamas, dismantled most of their brigades, clearly all a lie, and now Israelis are starting to prove this and speak up about the fact that they're being lied to by Benjamin Netanyahu, specifically with the way he defines a brigade being dismantled. And the argument is, if you take down 100 or 200 fighters, you're not dismantling a whole brigade. They're still functional, and even if they receive their commands from another brigade or another command unit. And in Gaza, we had 2 very significant ambushes from Al-Qassam brigades, and they also targeted Israeli forces with F-16 missiles, and we also had attacks from Saraya al-Quds, the armed wing of the PIJ, against Israeli forces in central Gaza. And again, looks like these people are completely in control of what's happening, especially with the reports that they're having their full freedom over the ground now, and Israel withdrawing so much in Gaza, despite the fact that they haven't achieved anything with Hamas. Which leads me to Yemen. So we've had a quiet couple of weeks in Yemen, but clearly it hasn't stopped. We had an attack on a US destroyer from Ansarullah alongside 2 other ships that are linked to Israel. Now, the reduction in attacks, from my analysis, it could have been linked to the slight de-escalation when it comes to Gaza. Obviously, no one confirmed that they stopped the attacks. No one confirmed that there was a ceasefire. But on the ground, we had significant steps that were demands from Hamas following a ceasefire, the return of people to the north, getting aid into the north, releasing prisoners, and withdrawing Israeli forces. But we don't have a declaration. With the unity of the arenas, as it's described in Arabic, you have a much higher level of coordination between Yemen and Gaza and Lebanon and Iraq. Obviously, with Iran as well, and that could be the potential link to the de-escalation when it comes to Yemen with Israel. Obviously, we previously had the Yemeni Ansarullah telling Hamas, you have the say when it comes to this ship. For example, they held an Israeli ship, they said it's under your control, what you decide, we will go ahead with it. And these were the main things that I want to talk to you about in this video, and I will see you soon in the next video. Take care.